Night and day, I diss me a paper. Rolling paper. Yeah, let's fly high like a bird. High like a paper. Pretending all. Even I diss me a paper. Rolling paper. High like a bird. All right, I'm here. Okay. Hey, Lisa. How you doing? Hey, T Rose. What's up, sweetie? You good? How you guys doing? 50 Shades of Grey. I don't know. I never watched. I never watched it, to be honest. I don't even know nothing about all that shit. I watch 50 skies that are gray. I know people how they are. That's for sure. They got damn gray hairs. How you doing, T Russ? All's good. It's not gray. It's actually like blue, like really, really light blue. It's not gray. I mean, it can be gray, but I think it's light blue. It might look different through the screen, but if you want it to be gray, it can be. It's all good. Yeah, I don't watch that. I don't watch movies and shit. But yeah, I know what you meant. 50 Shades of Grey meaning closed. Okay, good. T Rose, I'm glad you're resting and chilling. Yeah, it's like a really, really light blue. Like light blue. Like a bluish gray, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. You're just chilling on your vacay with mini me, doing your thing. Yeah. It might look different because of the if you're on a phone or something with the coloring of it. But yeah, it's definitely not like I mean it looks great on the camera like this, but to be honest, it's blue. Yeah. Doing homework. She must have like exams coming up soon, right? Da-na-na-na-na-na. How's work been for you, Lisa? Busy, busy as usual. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. It's been raining here, and my nephew's bike wouldn't work, so he wanted to call the place and get it fixed. So I told him I'll fix the damn bike myself. So I lifted up his seat and we took the cover off for the battery, and the fuse was messed up. So I changed the fuse, and the bike started working. So he's happy that I fixed his bike. Oh, okay. Your daughter's done, but now it's you doing exams. Oh, okay. All right. So you got to study. You'll be all right. You'll make it. I have faith in you. You're a smart cookie. Aries are smart at like business and work and exams. They're pretty good at that. Even though I don't like admitting it, but I know it's true. I know some smart ass Aquarius women. I mean Aquarius, Aries women. I mean, fucking Aquarius. You're almost done one exam. Okay, cool. So you got one more left. You'll be all right. You'll pass. You'll be all right. You're a smart cookie. You'll be good. You gotta always when you do exams and things like that, you should always put it in your mind that you're already passed. You just gotta take it. I mean, I'm a high school dropout, but I was very smart in school. I just didn't want to be there. I felt like they couldn't teach me anything else. I felt like my time was done and I left. That's why they got mad at me. They wanted to get more money off my ass. I was like, no, no. Marky's gone. I'm done. Hell to the no. You'll be all right. You'll be fine. You'll make it. I got faith in you. I got good news for you too. I'll hit you up over the other side. I don't want to say too much over here because a lot of stalkers and shit, things like that. But there'll be a lot of weirdos in these streets. Night and evening, 104? Oh, hell no. I think it's 70 degrees right now. But the humidity's up there. It's still raining outside, like sprinkling and shit. Okay, Lisa, take care, sweetheart. Enjoy the rest of your day. Yes, enjoy your day. Thank you. I appreciate it. Well, you don't have the AC on, woman? Or you're going to walk around naked all day? Let me honest. You said I do have the AC on, but I went groceries and it was hot. Oh, so you're like trying to cool back down again. I have my AC on, but it's on low and it feels good today. It doesn't feel that humid. It's actually pretty nice. It's not that bad. But yesterday was bad. Yesterday was like, ugh. I even had a fucking headache from all that stupid ass humidity. I've had my AC's been on since the 1st of May, and I haven't turned it off since. I can't turn it off because there's too much fucking humidity. Once it reaches May, it starts to get hot in Bermuda. So so I'm glad that I have my AC on. I got my bill today and it was less than $100. So for for the electricity for now. So that was pretty good. So I was like, thank God. If I keep my AC on low all the time, I just keep it there, it'll be fine. But yeah, it's starting to warm up like humidity wise here. Yeah, mine is on 69, I think, or 68, one of the two. Yeah, mine is on the same thing. Yeah, mine's on this exact same thing. So it's like better that way. Yeah. Otherwise, that it's been a good day. I've had so much fun with all my. I have like a DJ group chat, and we were all in there talking shit today, and I was acting crazy in there and playing some music that I got, and they were all laughing at me. They're like, "Mark, you would think you was a little kid again." I said, "Sometimes I get in the mood when I play like music and shit, and I act crazy and stuff, and I'll just talk shit. Like I'll be like, yeah, I'll be like on the microphone talking shit and stuff." These guys are cracking up. So it was fun. I had a nice day today, just laughing and talking shit. Like I told him, I said, "Look, all I want to be is happy, bro. You know." Then when I went to the grocery store, I saw one of my old neighbor's sisters. She was like, "You know what, Mark? Every time I see you, you're always smiling." I said, "I don't have nothing to be, mad about. Like, I feel like, if I'm not in the fucking hospital and I have some disease or something, then why should I not be happy? Like, you know?" And she's like, "You know what? Amen to that. I never, she goes, I think about that, but now that you said it, it makes me happy to hear you say that." I'm like, "Well, that's why I'm happy, because if I was sick, I'd be sad, right? And I'll be mad because I'm coming out of the hospital in and out, or I got some fucking band-aid on me, taking my blood and my shit and all that. I don't want that crap, man. I want to be free of all that. That's why I'm a good person, because I don't want to be put in those predicaments. I want to try and like, you know, eat and drink the right things. I want to try and say and do the right things. And I want to make sure I don't live amongst my means and ruin my life and shit. And I want to be happy. I don't want fucking bullshit happen to me. Like, you crazy? Hell no. Yeah, fuck that. I want to be happy, yeah. And if my mom's happy, I'm happy. If my family's happy, I'm happy. Just like my nephew just now. He's like, "My bike doesn't work. I'm getting so fed up. I don't even want to take it back to those mechanics." I'm like, "Look, I know how to work on bikes. Look, it's easy. It's a simple problem." Ah, he was all mad and shit. I was like, "Look, calm the fuck down." So I said, "Look, lift up your seat on the bike and we're gonna check the battery first, because that's the heart of your bike. Okay? Without that electronic shit, it ain't gonna work. It's not gonna turn on." As soon as I opened it up, the fuse was like messed up. It was like tilted. So you can tell it wasn't pressed all the way down. And I said, what happened is when your bike goes over bumps, the little fuse piece comes out. So he was like, "Yeah, whatever, then, I'm wrong, because these fucking this generation don't know nothing about fixing anything." So I took it, I took the fuse out, I pushed it back in, like, and it went click, and you could hear the bike go, like it triggered it, like these electronic bikes are annoying, right? So then I put it right back into the place it's supposed to be, and then I held it and I pushed the cover down and we screwed it on while I held it. So then he went like this, vroom, and I was like, and he was like, he looked at me, he goes, "You gotta be fucking joking. That's what it was? That's it?" And I'm like, "Yeah, bro, it's something very simple, just like that. You have to check the battery and the fuse first. And he goes, now you know I told him, now you know for next time that if this happens, all you got to do is do what I showed you. And if it reoccurs, I'll put some like glue on it, or I'll put some like tape on it, so that way it doesn't pop out anymore. And he's like, all right, bro. He gave me a hug because he's had a rough week, you know? So I was like, look, man, don't call nobody. I'll do it for you. So I fixed it for him. So I'm happy. And then we washed the bike real quick because it was dirty, and then we put it back in. So he's all happy now. I swear, the things I got to do for fucking people. But then he goes, well, I have to get you to do it because I have no daddy. So we were laughing, right? He goes, well, my daddy, he claims he's a bike mechanic, but he probably wouldn't have sorted that out so fast like you did. I said, your daddy's a fucking clown. He don't know shit about bikes. He don't know shit like me. I'm a real bike and car mechanic back in the day, and I still know what I'm doing. Look, I fixed your bike in 5 minutes. He goes, that ass would have had the whole bike apart. I'm like, exactly. He said, thank God for your uncle, see? So he was cracking up. I had a scone with raisin, a raisin scone, I guess you call it, with cheese, Portuguese cheese, and a coffee. That was my breakfast. And for lunch, I had I go to this store. I went to this store to get some stuff for my mom, some Portuguese stuff, and they have like all this type of food there. I wasn't that hungry, so I got like a tray of barbecue meatballs. They taste so good. My friend like makes the food there. So she goes, "Oh, Mark, I got the barbecue meatballs today." I'm like, "Oh, nice." So I got a tray of them, and I had like a piece of bread with it. That was like I kind of had like a meatball sandwich indirectly. I just didn't put the meatballs in the sandwich, but I like eat a meatball and then eat some bread, and that's all I had for lunch. And then I had this. She told me, the girl there, she says, "Oh, Mark, you need to try this pumpkin cinnamon roll, but it's a pumpkin cinnamon roll, like the icing's pumpkin icing or whatever." I was like, "I like pumpkin icing. It's not that bad." She goes, "Trust me, Mark, you'll like it." And I was like, "All right, I'll take it." So I got home and I ate the cinnamon roll with the pumpkin icing. It was pretty good. It wasn't that sweet either. It was like nice. I like pumpkin stuff, so I ate it. It was good. It was kind of dry, but it was all right though. It wasn't that bad. Now for dinner, I'm gonna have my sister's making turkey meatloaf for dinner, and we're probably gonna have like stuffing with it, and then we're probably gonna have like vegetables or something, like something like that. I don't really know. She's working late today. She said she had a shitty day today, so I don't know what she's gonna do. So we'll see. Well, at least I fixed the bike, and she ain't gotta worry about that shit. You had a butter bean cinnabon. Oh, so like something like what I had. Actually, you know what? I got the pork. I got the pork today, so I'm gonna make the pork adobo. I might make it tomorrow actually, because I got a nice piece of pork tenderloin today for a good price. Let me show you the pork tenderloin. Let me show it to you. I don't know if you do yours like this or not. Okay, so now I threw the tray with the sauce in there and the trash, and that's all you smell. Like, see, like a big piece like that. Nice piece of pork tenderloin. See, it was like 17.93 for this big ass piece. It's pretty decent. So I chop this all up in squares, and I make the adobo with it. It tastes so fucking good. I haven't done it in a long time. What the fuck is this stupid thing going up and down for? Okay. My iTunes icon's going crazy over here. It's like, what the fuck is this thing doing? Oh, they have pork on sale there too? Yeah, that big ass piece for 17.93 is pretty good. Usually it's like $22. So I got like $5 off today. Yeah, pork tenderloin. Yeah. So we got the same thing. Cool. Yeah, I can't wait to make the adobo pork. How you make? How do you make yours? Like, what do you put in there? Yeah, my mom likes the pork belly one. Yeah, she likes picnic ham too. It's called picnic shoulder ham or something. She eats that all the time. Every time I see it, I buy it for her. It's like a small little piece of the shoulder of the ham, like of the pig or whatever you call it. It's called picnic shoulder ham, and it's like a little piece. And like I buy it for her. It's like $11 sometimes, and she puts it in like a big ass soup thing and all that shit. You marinate yours? Oh, okay, yeah. Well, yeah, I marinate mine too with soy sauce. Soy sauce, I think a little bit of vinegar. Um, what is it again? Is it soy sauce, vinegar? Like the regular thing, a little bit of water. I think I put in there just to like ease it up a bit. And there's something else. I put Worcester sauce in there. I bought some yesterday because I'm running out. Peppercorn. Okay, I never used that before. I never used that. They say you can put like what's that other sauce people use, like duck sauce or something like that. Some people put a little bit of that, or oyster sauce. Duck sauce, oyster sauce. People put like a little bit of everything in there. But when my friend showed me how to do the pork adobo and the chicken adobo, she just said put soy sauce in there. Just soy sauce and a bit of vinegar, I think she said. I could have swore she told me, but I don't know. It might be, it might not be. I don't know. Yeah, oyster sauce, yeah. Cause I still have some from last time I made it. I made some a couple months ago just for myself. I think I told you I made like the four thighs. And then I ate two that day and I ate two the next day. The next day it tasted even more bomb because it was like marinating or still inside the meat or something. But I had already like fried them all four of them at the time. So it was nice. Yeah. So yeah, I was right then. I still remember the recipe. Oyster sauce, vinegar, and I use soy sauce as well. You don't put soy sauce in it? Or just oyster sauce? My mom likes the peppercorn stuff, but I don't know. I'm not really a fan of it. I'll eat it, but it's not like something I would like, yay, put it in there. You do soy sauce? Okay, cool. So I use the less sodium one. I don't use like the full blown one because that shit's way too salty. I'll be drinking fucking gallons of water all fucking night, burping up that shit. So I get the sodium one where it's not that salty. It's still pretty, I got that salty taste, but I get the low sodium one because the one with I use the Chinese one that has like the red top and it has the other one has the green top. I think it's called La Choy or something like that. I have two different types in there. It all depends on what type you get, in my opinion. Okay, cool. Yeah, I cut mine all up in squares and then I do it. So I'm gonna make that too. Make some adobo pork. See, my mom, she takes that pork tenderloin and she cuts it all up in steaks and like little tiny pieces of steak. Like how we had those minute steaks back in the day. I think we still have them, but I ain't seen them forever. What she does, I give her that, and then she cuts like slices of it, and she puts it in like wine, garlic, seasoning, salt, paprika, actual like crushed peppers that comes in a bottle. Like she puts all of that shit, and she makes that like out of like little steaks, and she fries them up, and it tastes fucking so good. That and like white rice with some mushrooms and onions and shit. Oh my god. Yeah, I cut mine in small pieces too. like little nuggets. Like you remember how I showed everybody the fish nuggets the other day? That's how I do the adobo pork. I cut it in little squares, like little nuggets. So where what you gotta do is take your fork and your knife and just cut it once and then eat it. Or you can eat the whole damn thing if your mouth's big enough. But I always like cutting it in half because I don't like to put the whole damn thing in there. I'll be like chewing and shit. Yeah, yeah, that's too. That's like me. Like the woman that gave me the adobo pork, she's older than me, right? So she makes it like the hardcore Filipino style, right? An Asian and Filipino style, whatever it is. So I'm like, nah, that's too much shit for me. Like that's too much damn soy sauce. I'll be fucking here all day. I can't eat that shit. It's too much. Like sometimes I add water in there to like dilute it a bit because it's too much. Like I'll taste it halfway. I'm like, oh fuck, that's a little bit too much. Then I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna put it over rice anyway, so the rice will suck it all up anyway. So I have the recipe written down in there somewhere, but I like to do it by eye. I just put whatever in there. Like, I just put the adobo in there with some onions and shit, and once it gets kind of seared, I'll add all the like stuff to it. I'll add the marinade back to it. But I like to sear it first in the pot with some onions and garlic and stuff. So it's kind of adobo pork, but it's like, like you said, you simplify it to what you like, which is cool. Yeah, I know. But sometimes you just got to do it your way. Like how you said, you got to simplify it. Like that's me. I can't do it the way like put a whole bottle of soy sauce in there just to that meat. Oh, hell no. Fuck that. That's too salty for me. I can't handle that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, same here. Yeah. My mom does that all the time. My mom like takes the that silver like hammer thing with the spikes on it. She does that there. Like yeah, exactly. So when you cook for all those people, you're gonna have to have the recipe that way. So when you're just cooking for you and your daughter or something like that, and some leftovers and shit. Because when I cook that adobo, when I did the adobo, I cooked it for 5 people. So then it was good, right? It worked out perfect. Everybody liked it. And then I never made it again because it's only me, my nephew, and my sister. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do it for me, my sister, my nephew, and my mom. So then it'd be 4 of us. So that way we can like enjoy it and eat it. So I'm gonna talk to my mom tomorrow. I'm gonna tell her I'm gonna do it the adobo way. She'll like it. Yeah, I always like eating with my like I'm here by myself. So my sister and her son is next door by themselves. So all 3 of us get together. Like last night, we made tuna casserole, and all 3 of us ate it with garlic bread and stuff. So when we eat pasta, we like to have a little piece of garlic bread on the side. Like we get these little, they're called garlic knots. They're like a little small, little like biscuit looking nut looking thing. So we guys eat that. So that's what we do. But on Mother's Day, it was me, my mom, my sister, and my nephew. But my nephew ate 2 hot dogs because he doesn't like lobster. So I did lobster for me and my mom and my sister. I showed all the food on here. Yeah, garlic nuts. Yeah, we had those last night. We had 2 each. It's like 6 in a box. So we had 2 little small garlic nuts each, and we had tuna casserole. It was the bomb. It was good. My sister made the tuna casserole last night. She did a good job. So I'm gonna take some to my mom later on, the rest of it, because she didn't want it today. But I told her I'm gonna bring it to her tonight. So I got her some groceries that she couldn't find at another shop. Because I literally live next to 2 grocery stores. One's 5 minutes that way, and one's 5 minutes this way. So the one that's over here is like a more Portuguese type shop. So it's got more Portuguese stuff. So I had to go get her some stuff that she needed. So I got everything she needed. I just got to go down there and give it to her. And then I'll give her the rest of the tuna casserole. So she's happy. You had In-N-Out burger and fries yesterday. Oh, nice. Sounds good. Yeah. Why not? You only live once. Fuck it. Go for it. It's always nice to treat yourself. I treat myself as much as I can, man. Yeah. I always get something for myself, like that that pumpkin icing and cinnamon roll. I was like, I don't need this, but all right. She said it's nice, so I'm gonna go try it. So I'm like, all right, fuck it, I'll try it. Whatever. Hey, Panda Wanda, what's going on? How was your day? Oh, okay. You're back from work. You're listening, driving home. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, my day was good. I've been laughing all day as usual, talking shit to my DJ friends. It's been raining all day here, so I couldn't really do too much. I went and got a haircut earlier this afternoon. I met my the lady that cuts my hair. She's been cutting my hair for like ever. And I met her son for the first time today. And she was like, "Oh, you know who Mark is?" She's like, "No, I don't." I was like, "Yeah, he's so and so's uncle." And I was like, he goes, "Oh yeah, yeah, that's my friend." And I was like, "Damn, you're just as tall as my damn nephew. Shit, and you're a year younger." And the mom's short, so the dad's obviously taller, right? So I met him today, and I got my haircut, and then I went to go get some lunch. Then I did some other shit here and there. I came live earlier for a bit, and then I left because I got a phone call, and then I was speaking to all my DJ friends today. And we were all teasing each other, talking shit. I have a friend in Germany, so he talks to me during the day because in Germany and in Europe it's 4 hours ahead, right? 4 to 5 hours, 4 hours ahead. So I was like, fucking hell. Yeah, I know, right? T Rose, you go out, you go shopping, and you end up, getting a handbag and hey, treat yourself, girl. Go for it. Fuck it. How the fuck you think I got 300 hats? Shit. How the fuck you think I got 20 pairs of sneakers? How the fuck you think I got a wardrobe upstairs that can clothe 1,000 people? Shit. I got too much shit because I finally, said, you know what, Mark, treat yourself. Life is too short. When I saw some of my friends die at my age and younger, I said, man, fuck this shit. I can die too. I'm gonna go enjoy my damn self. All this money I saved, I'm gonna go start using it and treat myself. So I end up buying a whole heap of shit, make myself, happy. And when that lady saw me today at the grocery store, she says, "Every time I see you, got a smile on your face. Why? What's the key to being happy?" I said, "The key to being happy is to understand that if you're in the hospital or you have a disease, that's no reason to be happy. So if I'm not there and I don't have a disease and I'm not I'm fucking happy every day. I ain't around no damn hospital." And she touched me like that. She goes, "Good way to look at it." I say, "Yep." And I said, "I treat myself. You see, I came here, I got my lunch and I got my dessert and got some shit from my mom. Oh, how's your mom?" I said, "Yeah, she's cool. She's getting there, she's all right." And I try to make sure mom is okay. But I don't give a fuck. I treat myself. Fuck it. I don't care. Why not? Obviously, I need money for my bills and, for life. Obviously, I'm not going to live paycheck to paycheck. Been there, done that. But, you got to treat yourself every now and then. Fuck it. You know? Hey, Sophie, how you doing? Yeah, exactly. 200 handbags, and I don't even want to know how many shoes I got. But that's the thing. Look, my older sister, right? My younger sister's not like that. I mean, she's got a lot of clothes, my younger sister, but not as much as my older sister, because my older sister's a teacher, right? So she wants to look different every day, right? You know, a teacher kind of needs a lot of clothes unless they're a bum. But, you know, so then, what was I gonna say? So she has like 100 pairs of shoes, and her husband gets so mad at her. Don't tell me you're gonna buy more shoes. She's like, shut up, it's my money. I'm buying what I want. And he just shakes his head. He goes, your sister's a crazy, crazy ass woman. Got all these goddamn shoes in there. She ain't even use half of them. You would think it's fucking well shoe store around here. I felt like telling him, shut your ass up. Let my sister do what the fuck she wants. It's her damn money. She pays the fucking bills around here. Wanker. Oh yeah, you're gonna get me sex excited. Yes. My daughter walked into my closet last night. She says, "Mom, what you gonna do with all this shit here now?" You look nervous. Hey, that's how it is. That's like me. You know, I can use a lot of the clothes I have, but I don't have a need. I don't go nowhere. I'm just home all the time, and I work from home too. And you know, when I come on here, I get to use different clothes. Sometimes the same clothes or the same shirt, different hat, different shirt. I try to look different every day. But if I really wanted to, like I used to do about a year ago, I think the weather was like really shitty for a whole week around here, so I couldn't go nowhere. So I started ironing all my shirts and putting them in my closet. So every day I'd have a new shirt, new everything. I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, I looked at my shit and I was like, I can't believe I have all this goddamn clothes. This is ridiculous. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Most women do that. When they come home, they don't want to. That's like what you call it. Lisa said she comes home no bra, or she just doesn't want to wear a bra and shit like that. I've heard a lot of people, even my friend Marley. She's like, I come home, I want to take my bra off. I ain't got no time to be wearing no damn clothes. I want my pajamas on. I want to relax. I've been in work clothes all goddamn day. A lot of people are like that. It's like me when I'm working, like when I go cut the grass. I take off all my damn clothes and then I just chill out for a while and then I go upstairs and get a shower. And sometimes if I know nobody's around and nobody's coming over, I'll just be in my underwear. Fuck that shit. I wanna be free. I don't put no damn clothes back on. It's hot as hell. Yeah. A lot of people do that. They just wanna chill and wear their pajamas. And I don't even own pajamas. I haven't had pajamas in years. My pajamas are my bed sheets. Yeah, that's a good idea. You can have a house sale and sell all your shit that you don't want. Yeah, well, she's a Gemini, right? I think you said she's a Gemini or something like that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. 13 in June. Holy shit. Oh, good Lord. Oh boy. When when girls turn all right, no problem, Panda. When girls turn 13, 14, 15, 16, that age, they want boyfriends and they start seeing their body change. And then their parents fucking worry a mile a minute. I know. I have two sisters, so I had to make sure no one fuck around with them. My oldest sister, I didn't really have to worry about too much, but my youngest sister, she got a lot more attention than my oldest sister, because she was like, she's like 4 years younger than me. So everybody be like, yo, Mark, what's up with your sister? I'm like, you better leave my sister alone. I'll break your fucking neck. Yeah. It's like, I'm just asking, bro. I said, no, you don't ask me nothing about my sister. She don't belong to you. She ain't gonna be nothing to you. And whoever she chooses in life won't be you. So leave her the fuck alone. I used to be too protective of my sisters, both of them actually, but the oldest one I didn't really have to worry about too much. It was the youngest one. The oldest one, none of my friends wanted because they were too young. My oldest sister's 6 years older than me. And no one ever asked me about my brother. He's just a Benford. So, yeah. But yeah, I'm glad I don't have nieces, and I'm glad I don't have a daughter. Sometimes I'm so glad I don't have a woman, because men are such vultures that they will be like trying to get whoever you have or whatever you want, man. It's fucking annoying. Especially here in Bermuda, it's like not much choice. So you got to deal with that type of energy. That's my neighbor. I was wondering who that bike was. Well, that's good. Some some people don't care about it. Some people don't care about it, some people don't want it. When I was that age, I was always active in that department. That was always a thing. I always had a girlfriend at almost every goddamn age, or the same one, obviously. I didn't have one every damn year, but well, she knows from her peers, obviously the school she goes to, she sees those boys act crazy, and you know. Honestly, I don't really see too much, like, my nephews, only only one of my nephews have a girlfriend out of the six. The other ones that, like, they've had girlfriends, but they just like haven't worked. It hasn't worked out. And the oldest one's 23. Then the next one's 21. And the 23-year-old, he's been active. He's had a few girlfriends, but it hasn't worked out. I think he's too soft, but he's a Cancer. And then the 21-year-old, he's a Libra. He's never had a girlfriend. He's just too like shy and too to himself. And then the 20-year-old, which is my oldest sister's second youngest, he likes to flirt, and he's a Gemini. He likes to flirt and talk shit to women, but he hasn't been like in a serious relationship yet. And then who else is next? Oh yeah, my brother's youngest. He's an Aquarius. He's had a girlfriend for a long time. But I think they broke up because she went to college and he went to college here, but she went away. So they kind of like, they're just friends type of thing. They're not really involved with each other right now. So I heard. I don't really get in their business like that. They'll never ask me about that shit. And then my sister's two boys, one has a girlfriend for over a year now. She's a Gemini. He's a Scorpio. They've been together for over a year now. I think they've been together for over a year. Yeah, it's definitely been over a year. And actually, yeah, it's definitely a year because they went prom last year, and next month will make a year they went to the prom. So yeah, they've been together over a year. And the youngest one, the one that I fixed his bike today, he's a Virgo, and he went out with this girl for 1 week, and then she called it off. I was like, bro, she got scared of the D, man. He goes, fuck, bro, I didn't even get to kiss her yet. Not even the D, shit. So I laughed. He took it pretty hard at first, but then now he's like, he's cool. I was like, bro, don't worry about these hoes, bro. Don't get no girlfriend. Fuck these bitches. He starts laughing at me. He goes, bro, you hate everybody. I said, no, I don't, man. I said, I just get aggravated with people because they don't know how to act. It's dumb. Oh, there you go. Yeah. If she's focused on that, that's good. The boyfriends will come later. She's only good at 13. Shit. She don't need no damn boyfriend at that age. Hell no. Well, that's good though. It's good to be that way. That way people will be scared to approach her in a way where they can take advantage of her, you know? So if they know they have no she has no filter, then they'll be more scared to, try to deal with her. So the no filter thing is pretty good, in my opinion. I would want a daughter that has no filter either. As long as it doesn't disrespect me, I'll fucking slap her in her mouth. Or get her mama to slap her. I'll smack the shit out of her. You talking to your daddy like that woman. Don't care about your damn filter. You can use that shit with your fucking friends, but not with me. That's what I would tell her. But yeah, if she's like that, then that's good. So yeah, that's good though. She probably sees. I mean, she's probably like that. You know why? Also, because she sees you. See, you know. You got next time she says that, you say, "Look, all this clothes I got, you know, I have to like, look good. Try to pick up a man." You know, she be like, "No, no, no, no." But she probably sees how you are without a man, and probably like says, if my mom can do it, I can do it. And then one day when you find somebody decent, she might be like, "Okay, yeah, I can do it. My mom did it." She found someone else. So you never know. You just never really know. But usually I think that's what it is. And that's what happened with my youngest nephew. Like when his girlfriend broke up with him, he told his mom, when my sister told me, he says, "Mom, it's me and you again." Because my sister has been separated from her ex-husband for 3 years and she hasn't found anybody decent. She says she can be a hoe, no problem, but she's not that type of person. And she says, every guy that she deals with is not the right person. It's not her, it's not her thing. And I said, look at me, bruh. I've been single for years. It don't phase me one bit. I kind of enjoy it because I ain't got to be tied down to nobody. But I'm always open to, that. I'm sure everybody's open to that. Nah, just don't think that way. That's all. Just don't think that way. She'll be fine. Her grandfather would take care of her. Trust me. He'll make sure she's all right. That's another fear of having like a daughter. I mean, you can have a son and have them have the same thing, right? But But out there it's more of a problem. Here, that's never going to be a problem. In Bermuda, nobody gets kidnapped or anything. It's impossible to take them out of here. Where are you going to run? There's no highways to run. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Sometimes it's good to be that way until things happen, things change or whatever. I feel like sometimes when some of us go through like a shit relationship, or we have a daughter or a son with somebody, or have children with somebody, and it don't work out, it's just the way it's supposed to be in your life. Your life is everybody's life is a certain way. I know a guy, he's been married 3 times. I know a lady that's married 3 times. Both her husbands died, and then she got a third husband. You know what I'm saying? That some people just don't have no luck with relationship. It's not meant for you to be with somebody. That's why you should never push and be desperate to have something you're not supposed to have. You're supposed to have what comes to you. That's what I always believe. That's why I don't go out looking for nobody. Because when you go out looking for somebody, the devil's like, go ahead. I'll push you right in front of Mark. Give him some eye candy. I was like today, before I got my haircut, I was in the van just waiting for my time, right? So I'm waiting in my van. I see this chick walking on the side of the road, and her whole arm is tatted up, and she was gorgeous, right? And she had like this big ass, and I'm like, holy shit. She's all strutting over here like a stallion, looking all good. I looked at her and I was like, no thanks. Yeah, you're beautiful and all that, but I can see you're fucking trouble. I said, oh, hell no. She was about maybe close to my age, probably like 42, 43, something like that, I would guess. But I was like, you're walking all by yourself. You're looking good, and everybody's looking at you. And I'm like, yep. I was just looking, just mind my own business. She had no ring on her finger or anything. I never seen her before. I was like, dang. I was like, somebody's gonna swoop her up down the hill there, son, down the road. Someone's gonna come up to her. Some of these hungry vultures. Hey, baby, how you doing? Can I get your number? She'd be like, nah, bruh. But yeah, exactly. Set an example for her, Never be a hoe. That's not gonna get you anywhere. Being a hoe is gonna make your daughter a hoe, and sometimes it reverses things. So I always recommend people not to do dumb shit. I was talking to the woman that cuts my hair, and when her son left, she's like, "Oh, I worry about my son. I don't want nothing to happen to him." I said, "Just have faith that nothing will. Just don't think of the worst." I know it's easier said than done. I said, I think about my nephew all the time in college, like, because we're not there for him. I'm not there to protect him or there to tell him shit. But he can handle himself. He's a big bastard, so he's cool. Like, he'll be all right. He can handle himself. I taught him well anyway. Well, like I said, whatever is meant for her is gonna be meant for her. You know what I mean? She might end up finding a really nice guy, in a few years' time, and treat her like gold, and you're gonna be like, thank God my dad found her somebody over there, while he was in spirit. That's how you gotta look at things, and maybe she might not have nobody and just be with her mom all the time. You never know. Just let it all pan out. Just keep positive thoughts about her. That's all you can do, really, to be honest. A lot of women now say, "Oh, I don't need no man," and a lot of guys are like, "Fuck these, bitch. I don't want no woman. Fuck these women." Like sometimes we all talk like that, right? But it's not so much you need them; it's you would like to have a companion. You would like to have a decent person in your life. Who doesn't? I don't know anybody that's like, Oh hell no, I don't want nobody ever in my life. Some people will say that because they've been hurt so much, right? But like I say many times, it all depends. Anybody can meet anybody at any given time and be the right one. Oh, there you go. See, so see, my parents were the same way. They always was wondering if I can handle life on my own, right? And I had to prove to them that I can have my own business, I can have my own apartment, I can pay my own bills. I'm never gonna come to you for money. I'm never gonna come to you to pay my shit. You know, my older brother's like that. He's always broke. He lives paycheck to paycheck. He's an idiot. He has morals and values and not what my parents taught him. But me, on the other hand, I'm totally different. Like I don't, I'm I have a conscience. Like I don't want nobody to pay for me or to do shit for me. Like I want to do it myself. But if somebody does something like an act of kindness for me, I'm very appreciative of it. Like I'm very happy to know that people actually give a fuck about me. Or if I ask for a favor, then you know that when it comes to your turn, I'll give you that shit twofold. Because I feel like, sometimes people don't even know what doing something for somebody is. You know what I mean? So the independence you're talking about is great. It's a great trait to have. So if she wants to be that way, go for it. And if your dad told you back in the day that he doesn't have to wipe your ass anymore and you're doing your thing, that's a blessing to hear from a parent. So that means you're on the right track. Most men don't want another man to be with their daughter, right? Because, that's going to bother them because they know how they are. A man knows how they are. They don't want, some guy, banging your daughter and shit, especially if they're beautiful and all that. You're like, fuck, man, why did I breed this damn beautiful went down woman? Fuck, you know? You're like, I got a beautiful daughter, or I got like a handsome son that has all these damn bitches all over him. And, they get worried. They're like, fuck, man, I hope they don't do the wrong thing or be a fucking OnlyFans celebrity. That's like, a lot of people don't want that in their life. It's hard, like, so I feel your pain having a daughter. That's why I'm so glad I had six nephews. Can you imagine if my older sister had the triplets she lost? Man, they'd be the talk of Bermuda. Yeah, guess what? Yeah, your triplet nieces, Mark. Them things are beautiful. I know a guy that's banged two out of three. I'll be fucking so mad hearing that shit. I'll be like, fuck, man, they turned into hoes. Fuck, I don't want to hear that shit. You know. So like, I don't. I'm always, even though they're not my daughters, but they're still my nieces. I don't want nothing to happen to them. And I see them in spirit from time to time, and they're beautiful. And I was like, and I said to myself, well, if I told my oldest sister that they're beautiful girls, and this could have happened, you probably would have been going crazy. You probably would have been a nut house knowing that those girls, if they would have turned into a triplet hoe trio, or you know, fuck all three of us for 22 grand or something like that. That I would never want that. I'm just saying that, like, not, you know, saying it as like it can happen, you know. But I would hope to God that all three, if they were alive, they would be decent women and they'd be 26 years old by now. So that's prime time. Hopefully they'll all be, good women and married and kids and whatever and doing really good in their lives. I wish that was the case, but obviously it didn't happen. But can you imagine the good and the bad? So it's not easy. And I'm just talking like this because, women. I'm talking about women in general because you have it like a little harder than us, right? But like a guy can be the same way. A guy can do all this bullshit and be a bad burden to their parents. You know, like if you're the mother of a handsome young man that has six baby mamas, you're gonna be like, what the fuck did I make? I made a man whore that has six baby mamas. Now I got six damn grandchildren from six different hoods. You know how you think you're gonna make your mom feel, your parents feel. I can just laugh about it, but so I don't think people think about that. They just say, yeah, it ain't gonna happen to me. Little do you know. Oh, that's all right. I get misjudged all the time too. Yeah. Yeah. They probably thought you was gonna have more. Yeah. That's cool. Let them all talk. Sometimes when people talk about you a lot, it's for a reason because they're jealous or they just want you to have like, a thing. I never want that much kids. Fuck that. Hell no. One kid is good enough for me. But you know what? I have six nephews, and I feel like all of those boys were once my kid, but now they're all growing up and going on about their life. So everybody's like, Mark, you ain't got no kids, but you always with these damn boys. That's what everybody said to me. It's so nice seeing an uncle with their nephews, and I'm like, well, four of them don't have their other parents, so I'm gonna fill in for them and make sure I take care of these boys. I don't want nothing to happen to them. Fuck that. I help raise these little fuckers. I wiped their ass. I babysat them. I clothed them. I fed them. I gave them money. I helped them, showed them what to do in their life, taught them things. You think I forget that shit? Hell no. And how many people in this world don't grow up with a mother and father and get adopted? How many people, how many people like how many people in this world that were raised by their grandmother, their auntie, a single parent, a sister? I know my friend on here. Her mother died when she gave birth to her, and her older sister had to take care of her. She never saw her mother. Like she did, but she don't remember obviously 'cause she was a baby. Pretty much a couple weeks, and that was it. She was gone. And then the sister had to raise her. You want to live that fucking life? You see what I'm saying? That's why I tell people like all the time, you don't know. I'm so privileged and honored that God allowed me to be raised by my real parents. I lived in a real fucking household where my parents never argued, didn't get a divorce. None of them died early, you know? And everybody grew up in that house together and we made it as a family, we made it. Like we came out of the ghetto and made something for ourselves. So like I'm grateful that God put me in that predicament. But some people don't even give a fuck. They don't care. They never think about that shit. And or what your parents sacrificed for you. Well, I'm glad you stayed because you said you just came in to say hi. So now, the energy is like this because that's what happens. The energy is always going to be good in here. I'll always make sure that I ain't gonna let nobody ruin my shit. Fuck that. I know fucking devilish fuckers around here. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah. And that's sometimes we really have to understand why we're in this world and why we're in the predicaments we're in. You know. Yeah, I changed my hat. The other one got wet, so I couldn't wear it on live because it was all full of wet dots. So I had to change to this one. Yeah, I like this color. It's nice. Everybody said blue looks good on me. Yeah, but some of us feel that way. Some people say, "Why God? Why me? Why you do this to me?" and this and that. Everybody always blames God, and some people praise God. So even in your darkest moments, you should still be praising Him and saying, I know you're gonna get me out of this. I know you're trying to teach me something, but I don't know what it is. But maybe I'll find out one day. And sometimes I want to put that in my nephews. The youngest nephews that I have next door, they still treat me and my sister like they don't need us type of vibe. You know what I mean? Like they get mad and then they say stupid shit or do or act a certain way. And if that was us back in the day, we got our head smacked up against the fucking wall or gotten beaten. So instead of beating them, right, which don't make no sense, I always tell my sister, look, the only way you can solve that problem is ignore it. Because sometimes it's gonna take years for them to realize who the fuck we are to them. And I said, how long did it take for you to understand what mom and dad did for us? You don't really think about it until you get in your like 30s when you're actually paying bills or paying a mortgage or paying for a car or sacrificing your life for your children or sacrificing your life to live and to work hard and to get somewhere. Then you sit back one day and you're on your couch and you're like, you know what? My parents did so much fucking shit for me. If they didn't do that shit for me, I wouldn't be here right now. And then you look back on it, you're like, fuck, man. I treated mom and dad like shit sometimes. I should have never done that shit. Because they did a lot for me. And then you think about it, right? And then you're like, you know what? It's time for me to take care of my mom and dad because I feel like I disrespected them. I'm talking from like my way, like. I felt like I disrespected my parents lots of times because I went against what they told me, and I didn't give a fuck about what they want. I did whatever I wanted, and I always thought that what they did was not really a sacrifice in my mind at the time. But when you start working, when I got my own business and I had to make my own money, I had to pay my own bills, I had to pay my rent, right up until today, I have to do the same thing, you know? And then now I'm really happy because I get to help my mom and I got to help my dad before he died. And I'm still helping my mom till today. You know, I pay for some of her bills. My sister pays for the other bills. I do all the work on the house for free. And I do everything I can, to help her because help my mom. And when I was getting my haircut, before I got my haircut, I was talking to my cousin outside. I saw him delivering some shit. He's working for his family business. First thing he did was ask me how I'm doing and how's my business and stuff. And I said, man, I'm just keep going. This year makes my 20, September will be 20 years I've been on my own. And I said, I wish I would have started earlier. But you know what? After 20 years of business, I can sit off and just relax and not work every day. I don't have to. I don't have kids to put through college. I don't have a wife to support. I don't have a house with a mortgage. The newest thing I have is a van and I've already paid for it. Because I don't want a mortgage. I paid cash for it, you know? So in order to do that, you need to work hard and save your money and not live amongst your fucking means. You see what I'm saying? So everybody's life is different. My sister, just talking about her ass. Hold on a sec. All right, that was my sister. She didn't know I was live. My sister, she was like, before I forget and get interrupted at home by the damn boys, you gotta go do this for mom. And I'm like, yes, I know. Duh. It's not 7:30, 9 o'clock yet. Like you damn women always think that I'm gonna forget shit. I don't forget shit. I know I gotta go down there. Calm your tits. Oh hey, how you doing, Kitty? I was supposed to wash your dishes. I'm supposed to do a lot of things. I said, fuck it, you know? Now I picked up my nephew already at 3:30. It's I'm at 6:30 here now. Yeah, I'm on early because it's fucking raining outside and I have nothing to do outside. Usually if I'm not here, if I'm on here early, it's because it's raining. So yeah, it's still raining. I can see it. I can see it. Yeah. Your dishes are piling up. You know, when I was at the store today, the cashier said to the other person, the cashiers were like talking to each other and serving me at the same time. She's like, girl, I gotta go home and do my fucking laundry. It's all piled up. I use every damn piece of clothes I got for work in them, and it's all dirty. I wash it all one time, and I know I got it for the whole week. Yeah, I started laughing. She goes, what you laughing at? I said, you sound like me. I said, I wait till my clothes and my dishes accumulate enough to wash it and make it worthwhile. She goes, oh, you do that too? I said, yep. I said, I got a big stack of fucking clothes to wash, but I wait till I get a full load because it's only me, right? And it's not like I'm dirtying up every damn, piece of clothes I have on, right? Hey, I died laughing when she said that shit. Yeah, see everybody blaming me. See, she got sidetracked. I know that I got two pots, a couple coffee mugs, and some other shit. I might come on later on and wash my dishes and do like a evening wash dishes. I might have to, and wash my clothes too. Cause I have to take this box of stuff to this place at like before 9 o'clock. So my sister was like, Mom told you have to take that box. I say, yes, I have the box in my van and I'll take it down there. It's 10 minutes away. I'll do it. It's okay. Calm yourselves down. It's not 7:30 yet. And I'm not going down there at 7:30. Yeah, that's what they do. See, pick up this part. I'm like a fucking Uber around here. Ever since I got my new van, right? It's got a lot of room in it. So they say, yeah, pick up this, go get that, go do this. My other car didn't have that much room, so I didn't go pick up nobody. I'm like, fuck you, I got my tools in here, go away. Now I got this bigger van. It can take all this shit. Yeah, Mark, put in your van, you go take it. Fucking people. I swear I might as well get a permit. They're selling 150 permits in Bermuda to be like Uber drivers. Ain't nobody paying for my damn gas. Hell no. You don't pay for my shit. I'm always buying my own damn gas. Hey, guess how much it is here? $8 a gallon. You guys think you got it rough? Come to Bermuda right now. $8 a gallon. It's probably double the price of you guys. A lot of people here are fucking bitching. It's always like this. It'll go up, go down, go up, go down. The price of gas went up and the price of eggs went down. Eggs here, there are a dozen eggs, white eggs are $2.49, and a dozen brown eggs I think are 260, 261 or something like that. It's like a couple cents different. I'm like, I don't give a fuck if they're brown or white. They're yellow on the inside and they fucking taste like an egg. I don't give a shit. Whatever's cheap, I'm taking that bitch. And damn right. I bought another carton of eggs yesterday, $2.49. I said, I'm taking these bitches now. I was paying $6.99 for these fuckers at one point. I gotta eat my eggs. I love eggs. So at least the eggs are going down and it balances out for the price of the gas. It's always some bullshit. That's why they made everything energy sufficient now. See, I'm telling you, I was thinking about it. I was thinking about it because we used to do it back in the day, Kitty. We used to have 6 chickens and 2 roosters. And my dad's friend and me and him built this kennel out the back of the yard. And we used to have eggs all the time, fresh eggs. And then once the chickens couldn't lay eggs no more, some bullshit. I can't remember how the system of an egg and a chicken goes, but I think they go through an egg cycle, and once they can't lay eggs no more, they kill the chickens and eat them. So I end up eating my poor fucking pet chickens, and I didn't even know it. Came home one day, saw my mom got this damn dead chicken plucking the feathers out. I was like, "Who's that, mom? What's that fucking Joe? This is so and so." I'm like, "What the fuck? You killed the chickens?" She goes, "Yeah, well, you have to kill them after a while because they don't to eat them because they don't produce eggs no more." I'm like, "I've never heard of that shit in my life." She goes, "Yes, Mark, this is the way it is." And I'm like, "Fuck, man, that's fucked up. You got me petting this fucking chicken, calling it some names and shit. Now we eating this bitch. Fuck. Hey, we gotta eat though, you know. It's life." Oh yeah, how was work today? Your day back work. See, now you can do laundry, T Rose. Get that laundry done, put them G strings inside the washing machine. Make sure you put some OxyClean in them things. You don't go back until next Wednesday. Monday is holiday, Queen Victoria Day. Who the hell is Queen Victoria? Oh, good lord. Everybody's got a goddamn queen. Uh, we over here we have Queen Elizabeth, but she's gone now. Oh, you gotta get your daughter? Oh right, yeah. You guys are 4 hours behind me. Shit. That's right. All right, cool. Be safe and go pick up mini meat. You're exhausted to the same shit, different smell, nothing changed. Yeah, sounds about right. Oh, right, right. You got the British rule, yeah. Okay, I got you. Yeah. That's right. You're in what you call it. Yeah. You're in that side of Canada, that's why. Yes, yes, yes. I got you. Yes, that's right. My auntie's still she's in Toronto and Mississauga in Ontario, whatever it's called. She lives in Mississauga. She's 86. Yes, T Rose. If you have time, you'll come back. You can come back later on tonight if you're not busy. But if not, it's cool. It's all good. You gotta do what you gotta do. Study for your exam. Make your adobo pork. You know. Yes. Have a good hump day. We'll hump later. I mean, we'll see each other later. I forget. I keep forgetting today's Wednesday. I still think it's Tuesday. Fuck, man, it's annoying. It's Wednesday already. Fuck, man, it's already 6:30 here. Tomorrow's gonna be Thursday, trash day. Damn it, time's flying, man. But I'm reminding you to make sure you study and don't blame me talking about you over here and not studying because of me and my fault. You see my notification come up and you want to hang out with me and shit, you know? You know. You didn't hear nothing. I didn't say shit. I was talking about hump day. Usually you hump. You know, we can dry hump. Yeah, I'm still stuck on Taco Tuesday. Oh, hey Victoria, how you doing? You good? Yeah, I got my haircut. Look, too sexy for you now. You ain't ready for that. She even put some gel on it. Look, I ain't had a haircut in like fucking 6 weeks. I let it grow. I was like, fuck it, I don't feel like dealing with it. Some bullshit. Yes, how was your birthday? Nah, I was never bored, no. I have tons of hair. It's thinning out on the top, but it's not bald. No, definitely not. No, there's no baldness on this body. At least not yet. Yeah, you know, it's all good. Some people, you know how they are. A lot of people probably think that because I always have a hat on. But if people were smart, which they're not, you know, if anybody wants to find out, all they had to do is tell me take off my hat. I've taken off my hat on here plenty of times and like me adjusted my hair. And my first year I was on here, I never wore no hats like that. I would wear them, but not much. You know, it's only I started wearing them because when I first wore a hat on here, right? I was, but then I don't want to be gross. Plus Victoria's in here. I have to be respectful. Victoria would have been like, "No, come on now. I want to know about your damn bowls. I just got in here." Oh shit. But in my earlier lives, like I said, if you go look at my very first live, I have my hair was like immaculate. It just recently it's been thinning out the last maybe year and a half, 2 years maybe. It's just thinning out, but it's not bold, definitely not. Yeah, nah, that's cool. I'm just teasing anyway. Victoria loves talking shit. That's why she's saying what she's saying. I know. I got all the shit talkers in here now. Shit. Yes, Vic. So did your Aries man take you to dinner? I hope he paid. I hope he put that shit on his credit card. Cause Aries people are cheap as shit. They ain't gonna buy shit for nobody else. They're gonna buy shit for themselves. Selfish asses. Oh yeah, that's right. Your son too. So you had double. So you had double fun. I hope you had a good. I hope you had a good birthday. Well, I did tell you when you want a reading, I'll give you a free reading as your birthday present from yours truly. So if you ever need a reading or you want your reading now, or you want to ask something or you want to get anything, I'll give it to you, no problem. Your Aries very generous, and yes, he may be fake Aries. Hey, you know what? He might he might be one of those Aries that have Aquarius in every other part of his chart. Oh shit! But then again, because you're a Taurus and he's an Aries, the Taurus is a ram. I mean, well, yeah, no, sorry, the Taurus is a bull and the Aries is a ram. So the bull is bigger than the ram. So you might be like, hey, what the fuck? Why you put these fucking things in you? Like how people say. No, I'm not talking about Shiva, no. Hey, Janet. Speaking of a Taurus, here we go. I got some bulls in here. I better watch out. Yes, I was just about to say, right? I got sidetracked, right? Because I was reading you guys' things, right? You said, Mark, I'm the boss at him. I was just about to say, because you're the bull and he's the ram, the bull takes over the ram. See, even the ram's horns go like this, right? And then the bull is this way and that way. So I'm gonna go around those fucking round things you have, and I'm gonna. I knew it, Victoria. I knew you wore the pants in any relationship. I know you were the boss. Victoria said, if I asked Aries to jump, he would ask me how high, Vic. Oh shit! I knew it. See, I knew it. I knew that was the case. I knew it for sure. How you doing, Janet? You good? Oh shit. I knew it. I knew you were the boss. Something told yeah, grab him by the horns. I was gonna say that. My oldest sister, right? My oldest sister is an Aries in April, and her husband, right, is a Taurus, right? He's in the first week of May. His birthday was like last week. So they're a Taurus and an Aries, and they're always button heads. But my sister, she's the one who wears the pants in that relationship because she makes more money than him, right? And she also like she says that she like will tell like he'll say to her, I was just telling T Rose earlier, like my sister's a teacher, right? So she likes to wear different clothes, shoes, and she's got paper, right? So she's been teaching for over 25 years, so she's got money. So she buys all this shit. She's always going away, always shopping. He gets mad because she buys all her closet is just for her. It's like full of shoes and full of clothes. And he'll be like, you're gonna buy more you're gonna buy more clothes and more shoes and then she'll be like, look, shut up, I'll buy what I want. Yeah, sweets. Okay, no problem. You buy whatever you want, baby. Okay, okay, cool, yeah. That's all. She'll buy whatever she wants. He can say whatever he wants. Ain't fucking shit. So yeah, she's an Aries with a Taurus. I know you guys are, different. But yeah, she wears the pants. Well, yeah, that you don't have to fight, You don't have to fight if you have a good relationship with someone. And at the age you are now, if he's the same age or older, there's no reason to fight at that age because you're not really fighting for anything, really. Once you reach this age, once you reach over 40, in my opinion, and you're with somebody, there's no reason to be arguing with that person because you're both getting older. Ain't nobody want your asses anyway. So just fucking, not worry about any jealousy or, cheating and all that type of bullshit. Just be nice to each other and be. I was discussing this plenty of times this week. The key to having a great relationship is to do shit together. You know, both of you should cook. Both of you should take out the fucking trash. There's no such thing as a woman's job and a man's job. You both should be doing shit. You know, if I can live here on my own for years and cook, clean, wash my own clothes, and pay my bills, then so can you when you move in. You know, hey, fuck you think this is, woman? Get your ass and scrub them damn pots that I just made the food in. Okay, Kitty. Enjoy the rest of your day. Are you going live tonight? Your Aries gives you credit card, but in just the use of buy foods. He goes, yeah, take my credit card because I don't want to go do groceries. You can go do them, but you can swipe my card, baby. Go ahead. Yeah, exactly, Janet. Reciprocate this to situations, I agree 100%. I agree. I wish it was like that. Okay, cool. Yeah, take a break. It's all good, you know. Ain't nobody gonna die if they don't hear it, those things. Just take your time, that's all. You got the rest of the week to do everything. You can always come in here and talk shit, you know. I'll keep an eye out. At the end of the day, if you don't have money, then become my. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, that's the good thing about having somebody that you can depend on for everything. You should both be financially stable. No one should be using each other's, using the other person's money and shit. Now, if a like for instance, if a woman came live with me in my apartment right now, then I expect her to buy the fucking groceries, at least. Or she can make a deal with her. Look, you're gonna buy the groceries because we're gonna eat here. We're not gonna eat no damn restaurants every fucking day. That ain't happening. There's no. There's no fucking DoorDash and all these food places gonna come knocking on this door, give us food. We're gonna make the food. You can go buy the groceries. I pay the bills and everything like I usually do. Now, if you want extra shit, you're gonna have to pay for it your damn self. But you're gonna buy the groceries. That's your contribute. That's your contribution to you know to being in here. Not just opening up your legs, giving me some Gucci. No, no, no. You better go to the damn grocery store, woman. You better buy me my favorite shit. You know what I mean? It has to be that way. It should be that way. But sometimes it isn't, And you get those moments where one of you gets sick and you have to take care of the other. A lot of people ain't gonna do that. They're gonna be like, I don't give a fuck. I can't give you my money. I can't do this for you because you ain't, because you're sick. Oh, fuck that. So if you can find somebody, that can do everything like you do, and that's a blessing, man. That's like a perfect relationship almost. Well, that's good. I'm glad, Victoria. I'm glad you found that because a lot of people wish they can have that, but you see how old you had to get that. So it's not. It's like sometimes like love and happiness comes later on in life. Sometimes you could start early and fall on your face, and then you can recuperate and be with somebody decent for the rest of your life. So we all have our paths. So, and I think also that's why I said what I said about the age thing. When people reach our age, like you know what you want. You know there's no bullshit. Like you know what you fucking want. And if you're not getting it, you're perfectly fine not having it. You're like, yeah, whatever, but it's a blessing to have somebody, and I'm happy for you. I'm glad you got to have somebody decent in your life, even though they're in Aries. You know how I feel about Aries people, but it's all good. Not every Aries is bad. So I'm sure when you first started dating them, you were like, oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, God. Fucking Aries guy, man. And you're probably like, all right, let me see how it goes. You're like, you know what? This is a decent Aries. I've said that a few times. I've been like, there's some decent Aries people out there. I look at my sister and I'm like, what a selfish biatch. And then I look at another Aries person. I'm like, fuck, you sure you're an Aries? Let me take your temperature real quick. Let me see your birth chart. Let me see your birth certificate, a matter of fact. Hey, T Rose, you're one of my favorite Aries, okay? You can be one of my favorites. You're not my favorite, but you can be one of my favorites. I can't have you be my favorite because then my favorite will get mad. If they heard that, they'll be like, hey, I thought I was your favorite, goddammit. Well, that's good. You guys are the same age, so that's why it works. That's why it works in a way because you guys know that you've been through bullshit and you probably have, and now you're, finally together or whatever. So that's good. I'm happy for you. So, oh, and you're a Taurus moon. Oh, good lord. Yeah, I tell everybody, I'm definitely an Aquarius because I have double Aquarius. I'm Aquarius sun and rising. I'm both. Not too many people are like that. Not too many people are the same sign for both. That's why when I watch these sign readings, I just watch Aquarius. It don't make sense watching anything else. Those are the two dominant places, right? So yeah, I mean, we can all be stubborn for things we want, right? Or things we need. You're like, no, I definitely want that. Damn it, you're not gonna tell me no. I want that shit. So people are gonna be that way. It's just life. We can all be stubborn at times for what we want and what we need, and other times it's like whatever. As long as we're not stubborn every goddamn day and make it worse. So That's all that matters. Yeah, you're a Taurus too, Janet. Yeah, my best friend is a Taurus. His birthday was the end of April. He's my best friend and cousin, and I don't find him stubborn like towards me or stubborn with me. What he's stubborn is financial things. Like he's very stubborn when it comes to his money, his way. Like I told him that he should do this, this, and this and make his life better, but he's so stubborn. He's like, fuck that, no, uh-uh. If it's something to do with losing money or losing like his pride or his dignity a little bit just to give in to something to get something that will free him up, he won't fucking do it. Like he's so stubborn like that. And I'm like, yo, bro, come on, man, just deal with it. Just fucking leave that damn fucking woman, And it's like he don't want to. He's like, I'm like, you're a fucking idiot. And I was like, you know what, bro? Just do whatever you gotta do. Go sin and go do whatever you want to do, bro. It's your life, it's your deed. And he looks at me and he's like, fucking Mark. But it's weird because you have fixed signs, the cardinal signs, you have the elements. And I try not to focus too much on, signs and things like that. If you know me, I don't really focus on those things too much. But he's my best friend. He's a Taurus. My other next best friend, and the only other person I trust besides him is a Scorpio. So Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo are the fixed signs. So and I don't really get along with Leo people, men and women. I don't really care for them because they're my opposite, right? So I don't really care for too many of those type of people because they always have, the opposite of what we're thinking. So it makes it difficult to be with them, right? So it all depends. But my experiences with Leo men has been way worse than Leo women. I can tolerate, and I've dated Leo women, but I can't tolerate a Leo man. They're like beyond fucking annoying. The only person I can tolerate that's a Leo man is Dan, because he's cool as fuck, right? And he's older. And he doesn't act like these younger pricks, So I've had a lot of Leo men problems, women problems, just a few here and there, but nothing like that bothers me. You know. So they're all, people. We all have people who we don't get along with, like signs, like fire sign women. I'm very attracted to them. I get along with them, and I guess I fuel their fire, and they, make my air smoky, or whatever it is. But I always find myself dating a fire sign at some point in time. But then if I date an Aries, it's a totally different ball game. It's like, what the fuck am I doing with this fucking crazy bitch? And like, you're so selfish. And all the ones I've dated are so selfish. It's always about them. It's always about them and what they want to do and what they say is what the right thing. I do this and I do that. I'm like, shut up, But the Sagittarius women, I date and I get along with them. And Leo's like, not really. Sagittarius women's probably been like my favorite dating women that I've dated in my lifetime. But that's about it. Look at that. Both your baby daddies are Leos. No wonder. See that? That's why they're called your baby daddies now. See that? I just proved my point. How crazy is that? As I was saying that I don't like Leo men, you guys both said your baby daddies are Leos. See that? You didn't say your damn husbands. You said your damn baby daddies. See, there you go. I solved the case. Court adjourned. Yeah, I don't care for them too much. I really don't. I can't deal with like those type of people. And Capricorn men also are a huge problem for me. I can't deal with Capricorn men. They think that they're God's gift to everything in the world. They think they're so much better than you. They think they can outwork you. They think they can outdo everything you. And I don't like people like that. And I don't like liars either. I find that a lot of Capricorns have lied to my face, and I don't like that. Men and women, actually. But there's some women I can, like my mom's a Capricorn. I can tolerate her. You know, she's cool. But men are fucking annoying. The Capricorn man is like beyond annoying. I can't deal with them. I worked with like two of them back to back, and they were the worst guys I've ever worked with. And then Pisces men, I've worked with a couple of them. I don't mind working with them, but they bring their personal life to work all the time. They're always crying and bitching and mooning about their women and about their life, and when they're all emotional and crying baby men. Cry baby men. That's what I call Pisces men, cry baby men. They're always crying about something. I can't handle a Pisces man around me. But you know what? My best friend in high school, he was a Pisces, right? And he never cried around me. He was making women cry. And I was like, fuck. That's why when I started really analyzing like signs as I got older, and I said, shit, my best friend in school was a Pisces. He was March 4th. And I'm like, we were best friends. I never saw that mofo cry over a woman a day in my life. He used to make the women cry over him, you know? And I was like, fuck, this is crazy. Like, and then I see these three idiots that I work with the last couple years. All these three men, old grown men, 30s, 40s, and 50 years old. I mean, one of them was 60, sorry. No, I'm sorry. One of them was 50 something. The other one was 40, and the other one was 30 something. And all three of these fuckers that I worked with that year, and they were all February Aquarius. I mean, February Pisces too, end of February. And I was February 6th Aquarius. And they were like February 20 something, 20. They were 24, 26, and 28. I think they were all after each other. And all of them cried on the job site within that whole year I was working for them. All three of them was crying about their wives, baby mamas, and exes. I'm like, I said, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? How could you sit here and cry over some woman? Are you crazy? I'll cry over my kids before I cry over some damn woman. You must be nuts. Cry over my mom or something, but not no damn woman I dealt with. Not no Aquarius man won't do that shit. Not me. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the Pisces women are different. Yeah. Some of them are different. But the men are definitely crybabies. Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, my best friend is a Taurus and Scorpio, and my best nephews are Scorpio and Virgo. So I have a connection with those type of signs for like friendship and stuff. Yeah. But I don't really have Aquarius like men friends. I don't have any. I can't tell you one Aquarius man that is my friend. None. I don't have no Aquarius friends, like men friends. Aquarius women friends, tons of them. I have tons that come in here, and I have tons here in Bermuda that I know and are my friends too. One of my best women friends was an Aquarius and Virgo. I get along with Virgo women a lot. I really connect with Virgo women a lot. Like some of my best women friends, not dating, but friends are Virgos. Like a lot of them. I used to have like 5 or 6 Virgo women in here every day. I used to be like, what the hell's going on here? Oh, okay, yeah, cool, yeah. Yeah, see, you're a Taurus, so Taurus and Aquarius get along perfectly fine, as far as I know. Because all the Taurus people I know, I'm cool with all of them. I don't have no Taurus like bad people in my life. The only Taurus I don't like is my brother-in-law. He's a Taurus, and I don't like him at all. Like he's an asshole. But you know, it must be a May thing, I guess, for men. I don't know, because the April Taurus is my best friend. So he's a May Taurus, and maybe there's a difference in dumbassness. I don't know. For the men part. But women part, I have no problem. There's a few Taurus ladies that come in here. It's Tanya, Miss Bikini, Janet, it's Victoria, and there's someone else that comes in here that's a Taurus, I believe. That's birthday is coming up too this week. What's her name again? Anyway, I'm sure she'll come in here. She's a Taurus too. So I have a few Taurus friends. My other friend Sapia, she comes in here sometimes. She's a Taurus too. Her birthday is coming up. I gotta make sure I say happy birthday. But yeah, I don't have problems with Tauruses, or Scorpio. Scorpio people I like too. Scorpio men and women I have no problem with. I have lots of Scorpio friends. Tons. Marley's probably one of my favorite women Scorpio friends. For sure. She comes in there, she's got her own channel too. You might see her in here sometimes. Marley. She's funny as shit. That's probably one of my favorite Scorpio friends. But my nephew, my youngest sister's oldest, he's now going 19 in November. He's one of my favorite nephews. He's a Scorpio, and the other one is the youngest one, the Virgo. So Virgos, Tauruses, and Scorpios are probably like people I get along with the most, probably. You know. Speaking of Virgos, here's one of my favorite Virgos, Virgo Love. She loves me. Just ask her. How you doing, sweetheart? You feel better today? All good? A couple years ago, I probably had 6 Virgo women in here every goddamn life, aggravating the living shit out of me. It was the Virgo crew. Teasing me every damn night, aggravating me every damn night. They ran my room. Damn Virgos. Virgos and Virgos. Second American last sign, most stubborn me. Yeah. Well, I have Saturn and Uranus in Aquarius anyway, so there's all the ruling signs and all that bullshit. But I always tell everybody I ain't worried about the rest of my chart. All I know is I'm a double Aquarius, and that's probably why I'm the way I am. You got your damn you got your neighbor's birth chart. Victoria be like, I'm gonna do this motherfucker's birth chart. Oh yeah? Oh, no wonder you're a biatch. All right. I got you now. Oh, she told you a long time ago? Okay. There you go. So the light got fixed and it's not an issue no more? Is she going back to being nice? I think you told me your landlord came to fix everything. So hopefully it's fixed the issue too. Oh, there you go. There you go. I don't want to fight with you. You say you can try, but I'll end it. I'll wrap this goddamn light around your neck. Oh shit. I would love to be in the hallway to watch that. Oh shit. Hey Barbie, how you doing, sweetie? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. Oh, good, good. Okay, good. That's nice. Or at least they're gonna add new electrical, because I know they're gonna have to. They have to add another wire for the switch. Like I was telling you, they gotta add another wire for it. So they probably gotta like either go through the wall or some, or add another wire through the pipe or some bullshit. It all depends on how it's hooked up. So yeah, I knew it was gonna need something there. So that way you can put the light on the switch. What a bitch. That's crazy. The fuck is wrong with these people? Yeah. Yep. You can get up to like 5 or 6 cameras on one feed. They're called blink cameras if you wanna. I'm sure you got them there or you got a system already. Yeah, you can add a gate too. Yeah, do what you gotta do. Hopefully it doesn't keep on going and going and going. Cause you know how people are. They're fucking mental, man. A lot of these people in this world are mental as shit. They just be doing dumbass shit after dumbass shit after dumbass shit. Some people just can't just leave shit alone. They just gotta keep fucking up shit and keep doing dumbass shit over and over. And then when they get the ultimate karma, they sit back and say, "Oh shit, I shouldn't have done all of that." Too late now, dumbass. You're gonna get your karma now. It's inevitable. Sometimes we have to have a problem. You know, life can't be perfect. You know what I mean? Life can't be perfect. You know, so you're always gonna have an issue or some type of bullshit problem at some point in time. I had a big problem with my neighbor next door when we did the renovation, right? I had to put him in his place, you know. You're right, Victoria, but when I say that, it's a crime. You know, if I say people can't just see people happy, they don't like that. They don't hate. They hate when I say that. I'm like, no, it's not. It's not like that. They say, yeah, look at you now. You're not happy for me. You're not happy that I'm happy. People always tell me, Mark, you're always happy. You're always smiling. Yeah, why you want me to be mad? I'm not mad. I'm hardly ever mad because I deflect all the negativity. I'm not stupid, like you know. Yeah, exactly. It's the broken ones that try to break others because they want to see their life like yours, or they want to see their. I mean, they want to see you in their predicament, so you can both cry to each other and bitch and moan about some fake bullshit that you have. It is. It is. You're absolutely right. It's a virus of stupidity. Remember, I told you the other day, stuck on stupid, and you said to me, Mark, you always say you can't fix stupid. It's true, you can't. You can't fix stupid. It's definitely a virus, that's for sure. But you know what? That's their problem, not mine. I'm gonna stay happy and do what I gotta do. Today I had a very happy day. I was talking shit with my friends, playing music, having fun. It was raining all day, still raining outside. I just kept to myself and just be happy, you know. Why am I gonna be negative for what? Hell no. And if there's negative people around, I get rid of them. That's just how life should be. You're always supposed to get rid of negative people and just be happy. Exactly. Exactly. See, you learned a lot from me, didn't you? Victoria's like, nah, bro. I've been no, we learn as we go, you know. Sometimes we're too nice. Sometimes we can be too naive. Oh shit. You know, I think we learn as we go, you know. We learn as we go. Shit. We always have to learn, man. Every day we learn shit. Even at our age, we have to learn how to deal with certain things. Shit. No, no. So anyway, my offer still stands to you, Victoria. I always give all my friends free readings on their birthday, where you can get a card or something if you want something. So whenever you want it, you can get it if you want. It's my gift to you. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I guess that's the truth more. That's a better way to put it, you know? We don't learn, we just realize we get old and we just say, you know what, fuck it, you know? I already knew this, but now I really, really know, and I have to realize that this is the way it's gonna be. So I get it, you know? It definitely comes with age. But sometimes, you know, some like I said, some people that just doesn't click in yet. They gotta get older, I guess. They gotta get older or they gotta get to a certain point, you know. What's in store for you in general? All right, cool. Yeah, I'll give you a general reading, no problem. Yeah, I always tell everybody on their birthday I'll give you a reading. It's the least I can do. Oh God, see, typical Leo. Look who the world. Look who got dragged in here. My favorite Leo, Dan the man. He said, "Victoria, hug me. I'm stupid and old." Oh shit! What's up, brother Dan? Oh man, it's not easy. All right, Victoria, let's see what I got for you. All right. So the cards I have here for you is the Six of Pentacles, the Fool, Chariot reverse, and the Ace of Pentacles reverse. Now, to me, this means that you have received gifts, obviously your birthday and stuff. And the Six of Pentacles to me is like, you know, getting gifts, showing gratification, people being generous to you, you being kind to others as well, the ones that are kind to you, you showing gratitude for this. Your gratification from these people have made you feel very good about yourself, and it makes you feel like you are, you know, your people are sharing their wealth with you and sharing their time with you. So that's good. Now, I would say that you might want to begin something, like you might want to begin a new adventure and do something with yourself. You might feel more enthusiastic. You might show a lot of initiative in doing things. Your job might be stressful at times, and then you know you say to yourself, you know, when I go to work, some days I feel like getting a new job because of all these thoughtless, careless pieces of shit around me. Sometimes, right? And then there might be obsessions that people have around you, and you are saying, hey, you know, thank God I'm not like this, and I'm using my initiative to, you know, stay away from these type of people or stay away from these type of situations. That could be at work, or just have, like, you know, your other situations in your neighborhood or something like that. Now, with this chariot reverse, it might mean that you have plans, but they might not go according to plan, or you might have to cancel plans. You might feel overwhelmed with some things that come up in the future, and you might have to face it and say, hey, this is the situation I have to deal with. I'm going to deal with it. It might be unexpected things, like things breaking down, or things like happening where you just like deal with things. Yeah, delays, just feeling like anxious in a way to say, you know, shit, this shit's never gonna, like, it's not hurrying up fast enough. And try not to make plans that you know is not gonna happen anyway. I mean, obviously you're smart enough not to do that, right? But sometimes, you know, the Aries or you or someone around you will make a plan and you might be like, hmm, that's probably not going to work. So you might see that happen, you know, right in front of your eyes. But Also, you if this isn't that and it is that, the chariot reverse is also taking a, pulling up that handbrake and taking a rest, saying, hey, look, I'm tired of shit. I need to get some more sleep. I feel tired. I need to like really go get rest. I need to go bed early. I need to rest because all this shit's just fucking aggravating me right now. I need to go get an early night's sleep. Or maybe you need to sleep in one time, and just tell Aries do everything. Say, hey, look, I'm staying in bed for another hour. Leave me alone, or just rest and recover. Rest is not also sleep. It just means taking time for yourself. Try not to like keep doing things and being a busy person all the time. Take some time for yourself. Like how you go online and you relax and you talk to everybody. They're saying, Spirit's saying you could do more of that if you really want to. Just cancel other plans so you can do that. Yeah, exactly. But they're saying at least try. They're not saying you have to do this, but they're saying at least try to get more rest. And then the last thing I have here is the Ace of Pentacles reverse. And that means that try not to waste unnecessary money. And if you have to spend money, make sure you're not wasting it, right? And the Ace of Pentacles reverse is not a bad card in a way, because it means that you have everything that you need at this moment in time, but you still want more, but you have to take your time getting more. You see what I mean? So I don't look at this as a bad card. It just means that right now you might be happy with everything you have. You might be, prosperity is okay, but you're still not happy because everybody wants more. Like we have what we have, but there's always that one more thing that we want, but we know we can't get it yet. Or we know we can't get it not because of money, but because, the timing's not right. So try not to dwell on that too much if that's the case. And also like try to understand that there's gonna be people around you, about money situations and being greedy, and you might be like, fuck, I have to spend all this money again on this shit and I don't want to, things like that. Barbie, no, it's not Panda's birthday, it's Victoria's birthday. Not today, but it was this week. Panda's birthday is Sagittarius. You got the wrong person. You said, "Okay, I know what you talk about. I was being in a rush and want." Yeah, right. So with this, Ace of Pentacles reversed, it's saying not to like, just accept for what you have, right? Accept what you have right now, and you might not be happy accepting that, right? But just try not to like waste money unnecessarily and being patient, because when you're impatient you waste unnecessary money and you're like, fuck, I should have waited because I could have got this shit on sale the next day, but I was so damn stubborn, that I got this and didn't get that. You know what I mean? So that's the thing. So try not to. That's all. It's not the cards are not that bad, the cards are not bad. It's just a matter of like expect the unexpected, and when the unexpected comes, just be patient about it, and just know that it's not a bad thing. It's just something that's meant to happen, and don't obsess about it, or don't let it become like a serious part of a problem, when it isn't. And I think that, overall, this just means that you just got blessed for your birthday, right? So you just got blessed for your birthday. So now what you have to do is make sure you pace yourself for the next step. You just got blessed for your birthday with gifts and things, and you had a nice time and you have good things. So now you have to like make sure that whatever you want to do next, that Ace of Pentacles reverse is saying, don't let greed overcome your mind, or don't think that because you have this, like you can have $1 million in your hand right now and throw it up in the air, but then when you go to sleep, you're gonna be like, fuck, I'm still not happy. because I don't have what I really want, and that is this, this, and this. You see what I mean? So that's the situation. Right. So yeah, that's probably what it means, because if you have those things ready, right? But you have to double check everything because it can cost you more at the end, right? So yeah, it makes sense. Makes sense for what you said, yeah. Right. Yeah, exactly. So that's why those cards came out. It's to spirit wants to remind you, like, hey, you might as well pace yourself and do the right thing instead of rushing. So remember, the chariot upright is rushing into a situation. The chariot reverse is saying, don't fucking rush, because you're gonna face reality in the worst way, right? Because the six of pentacles and the fool upright is good. That's what you just went through, right? So that's great. But now you got to face reality with all these other little things. So don't rush, and remember, you have what you have. You're good. You have prosperity. You have money. Your bills are paid. You're good, but you might not be happy because what's about to come, you overlooked it. So don't rush. Like, make sure you do everything you have to do in order to get what you really want. Yeah, sometimes we have to be patient and get in order to get what we want, or else we're gonna end up wasting money, wasting time, and we're gonna be all full of anxiety, saying, "You fucking idiot! You should have waited." I go through that plenty of times. That's why every day I just let everything flow. Whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. I know it's hard as shit. It's hard to like accept the way everything just to flow, and you don't want to hear somebody like me saying, "Oh, just be calm." You're like, "Shut up, Mark. You don't fucking know my dog. Goddamn, like I can't be calm." Look, see, yeah, I'm a tourist. I should be calm, but see, sometimes, like I said, it doesn't matter what sign you are. In my eyes, it's how you, as a person, as a character, relate to your day-to-day life and your mind. Even my cousin said it today. He goes, "You know what, Mark, it's all in your mind, just like you always tell me." I said, "It is. If your mind is stressing, you're going to stress. If your mind is like wandering off to the negative shit, you're going to think negative. And if your mind says, 'You know what, day by day, I'm going to do all of these things, whether it's today, tomorrow, the next day, or next year, or whatever, I'm going to get through this because I know my mind's telling me I'm going to.'" And see, that's when we pull cards for each other, that's our spirit telling us, like, this is what you got to do. That's why it makes sense, because they're reminding us that, hey, don't think you're going to get the sun and the fucking lovers and the two of cups and the ace of cups. And because, you're just great and wonderful. No, that's why it was 50-50. See? And when it's like that, it's good, because it's to remind you that, hey, your life isn't perfect and it's not going to be unless you do this, right? So in order to get that prosperity and all the things we want, we have to be very patient, because guess what? We can die tomorrow and it's all gone. You know? That's like when I saw my dad die 7 months ago. I said, look, my dad died and everything's behind, left to me, my mom, and everybody else to deal with. And he's in spirit giving us the strength to make sure we get it done. That's how your mind should be every day. That's just my opinion. Everybody can take it the way they want, but that's me. That's my opinion, on how it really works. Exactly. Yeah. For sure. I created a lot of happiness this past few months with being blessed by, situations that I found myself in. So I'm very happy. That's what somebody told me at the grocery store. They said, "Hey, Mark, every time I see you, always smiling, always happy." I said, why would I not be? I love being happy, you know? I don't want to be mad all day. Fuck that. And the devil's going to be like, "Yes, I got him." No, no. Uh-uh. I ain't on that side. I want to be happy every fucking day to the day I die. I want to be happy. Obviously, we're going to have our sad and our mad moments, but we should all be happy every day because we're here talking to each other. We could be in the hospital. We can be, we can be diagnosed with cancer and have a few days to live. You know, no, 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 no. So I wish everybody happiness in here right now. I wish you all happiness, and I wish you all have a great, uh, you know, upcoming week. I'm gonna go over to my sister's in a few seconds and have dinner. We're having meatloaf tonight. She's gonna make meatloaf for us. By the time she made some fucking dinner. If she heard me, she'd probably throw something at me. All right, my phone is charged finally. Thank God. All right, cool. You smile and learn. Hope no one sees just because I was looked back when I was innocent. Hey, you know what? I smile and learn, and I smile in front of everybody on here every day because I want everybody to feed off my positivity and to be positive, and that's why I usually have everybody laughing in here because I want everybody to know that life is too short to be mad. Life is too short to worry about shit every day, you know, and look at yourself in the mirror every day and say, am I happy with myself? If the answer is yes, keep living. If the answer is no, then you got to change shit. It's that simple. You have to look at yourself in the mirror every day, right? Brush your teeth, wash your face, do this, do that, dress. You got to look in the mirror every day and say, am I happy? Yeah, hell yeah. Am I sad? Maybe, because something might have happened. And then you say to yourself, what can I do to change my damn ass? And do it. Don't be scared. Just make your life better, man. You're only here for so long. If somebody said to you, you got 10 more years to live, what are you going to do? Well, then you have to see, now you have to change your life, Victoria. You have to go get a step ladder or a stool. So when Aries goes in there one day and say, Victoria, why you have this stool in here? Well, Aries, you know what happened? You know my friend Mark I tell you about? Yeah. What the hell he tell you now? He told me go get the fucking stool and go stand on it so I can look in the mirror because I'm too short. Because I have to ask myself, do I really want to deal with your ass? Do I really want to deal with my life? And I have to ask myself every day whether or not I'm happy. So I'm not putting the fucking stool back unless you make me happy. That's what you have to do. See, that's what your homework is tonight. Oh shit. Oh man. Oh, you have? Yeah, Bessie said, sure. This is your son. Oh shit. See? You already got everything covered. Oh man. I tell you. We have to do shit like that. I just want everybody to be happy, man. I just want everybody to have a good life. I want everybody to understand that you just have to just try and be the best person you can be to yourself. That's the main thing. Don't try and please everybody every day. Just please yourself. You know? I have so many good days lately. I just have so much fun with my friends, and I'm keeping myself busy, and God's given me a blessing to not work hard and to finally take care of myself, and I don't have a lot of responsibilities anymore. I feel like I'm free to do whatever I want, and I'm going to keep doing that until life changes again. I'm not going to try and change my life. I'm just going to allow everything to happen. And ever since I've done that, everything just falls into my lap. You know what I mean? And I wish that for everyone. I wish that everyone can feel that every day. So all we can do is see how it goes. There's going to be bad days, good days. And because people, obviously you're going to see your mother, your father, your kids, your siblings, or people you love and work with, or whatever the case may be, like your clients. You just have to, they're gonna give you somewhat energy. Might be bad, might be good, or something bad happened. You're gonna feel bad for them. Those are regular emotions, right? But when you don't have none of that around you, please take care of yourself. Like, exactly. No one else is gonna make you happy but yourself. Mhm. I remember earlier in this live, you said people don't want to see other people happy. And that's fucking true. That happens all the time. That's why people make that comment when they see me. Fuck, man, every time I see you, you're happy. Or every time I see you, you're wearing a new hat or a new shirt. You must be rich. Oh, I saw you on TikTok the other day. You were DJing, man. You look so happy. Oh, what's the secret? The secret is not dealing with fucking negative assholes like you. That's what I want to say, but I don't want to be, rude. But I say I don't have no negativity in my life, bro. I don't want no negative people around me. I eliminate every negative fucking thing in my life, period. I don't want no negative shit. I only want positive people and things and places. I don't want no negative shit at all, you know? And I feel like if I have that mentality, I'll have the magic touch, you know? That's how I feel right now. I feel like anything I touch turns to gold. I feel like anybody I talk to, I can make happy. I feel like, if I keep this energy going, then I'll be all right. I can accept everything. Just move on. Oh yeah, hell yeah. But it's true though, Barbie. It's terrible, you know? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. You're right, Victoria. That's how you know, because when you did better, they're not the same anymore. You're absolutely right. And I can give you an example of that. 20 years ago, I went on my own and started my own business. And do you know there's nobody walking through that door anymore? None of my friends come knocking on my door anymore and say, "Hey bro, how you making out, man? You want to have a beer, you want to have a smoke, you want to go out, like, or you want to hang out, or hey, how's the business going, bro?" Nothing. They all hated on me because I finally got what I wanted. And now that I'm back DJing again after 10 years, I took a break and I'm back into the DJ world and I'm on TikTok and people see me. Nobody calls my phone and says, "Hey, Mark, I saw you on TikTok. You want to come on my channel and play music?" No, fuck that. No, I don't want Mark around me. Hell no. That motherfucker's too positive. He's too good. No, I don't want him around me. I want negative people. Yeah. So now I just say, you know what? I don't need you either. I don't. I just do my thing. I'm happy by myself. That's why I am happy, because I don't have nobody bringing me down or getting in my way. On here, it's the same thing. On here, always have somebody aggravating me. And as soon as I get rid of them, everything changes. Everything changes. Everything's so happy. People are just, relating to the energy, and you don't have no negative bullshit around you. Because people's energy is so toxic, it just stinks up everywhere. Doesn't matter if I DJ, I go to work, I go on here, it doesn't matter. All of us have the same situation. Look, Victoria's neighbors, my neighbor too over here, I can't stand him. I wish I could beat him. So none of our lives are perfect, but we can make things perfect for us, for our liking. What we want to do, what we want to say, how we want to act, how we want to do things, and how we want to live our lives. So that's the main thing. I always preach that on here every day, man. Just be happy. Don't be sad. Don't be fucking worried all the time. Like, fuck that shit, man. Don't be afraid to get rid of people, or don't be afraid to change your life. I agree with that, Victoria, and that's why, I do what I do, because I feel like I don't really need that type of energy in my life. I don't want it. Don't care for it, and don't ever want it in my life. So That's just the way I want to be. That's just the way that I'm going to be because that's who I want to be. I want to be free of all the bullshit. Hell no. Let me text my sister and see if she's going to have dinner ready for me. Hold on a sec. I don't even know if she is or not. Yeah, you're right, Victoria. People always give the signs, but we don't. I always say people give the red flags, but we forget to take the flag off the pole because we ignore it. You know, it's sad. But you know what? We shouldn't be sad about other people's decisions and lives. It's their problem, not mine. If they're old enough to deal with it, then fuck them. That's how I feel. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. I don't really, I only get offended if somebody doesn't say how I am, if they're close to me or they know some situation. But at the end of the day, I don't really care no more. I get to the point where I'm like, as long as I know I'm all right, then I don't need nobody to ask me if I am. But on here, I swear I don't know what I'm gonna do with these damn people. Oh well, so much for that. Exactly. Yeah. That's why I like being so independent, Victoria, because I always want to do things myself and pay for shit myself because I don't want nobody to be washing my face. Uh, hey St. Thomas, how you doing? Yes, I got a PayPal from somebody. Yeah, I guess it's you. Yeah. Let me just text my sister real quick. All right, so let me see what I got here. All right, you said no Gemini, man, no contact, but the reach us confront. So you want to know if you're gonna get this money from this person eventually? Is that what your question is? You want to know whether or not you're gonna get your money from this person? Okay, Virgo, take care, sweetie. I'm good, thanks. I'm glad you're good. Okay, cool. All right, so I would say in the next like month or so, you'll get your money back from this person. That might not be as soon as you want it to be, but I'm not getting that you're going to get it back right away from this person. I feel like this person is going to take their sweet time giving you this money back. So if you want your money from this person, you're not going to get it right away. It's probably going to be at least a month or so before you get it back. As far as feelings, I would say that this person finds it very difficult to be with you. This person finds it very difficult to do anything with you, like do further themselves with you. Um, they're ready to like end this friendship or relationship you have with them. They probably feel like they have no financial security, and that's probably why there's a money situation here. They also feel very pressured, and they feel like they want to resolve things and put in the effort at the same time, but they're confused on how they're going to do this. But right now, I feel like they're very worried and concerned about you guys' confrontation and how what's going on between you guys. You know, it might be some new troubles that you're gonna have to face in the next 2 days or 2 weeks with this person. And I feel like there's gonna be no resolution to any of this no time soon. But the thing is I feel like you both will talk again in the next 2 days or by the weekend. I feel like you guys are going to maintain peace enough to talk about how things are going to move forward. But that's only if you both agree to maintaining peace while you talk to each other. That's the only thing. So I can't guarantee you're going to speak to each other, but it says here in the cards that there's a possibility if you can both maintain peace without shouting and arguing. So that's just it. That's going to have to be on you guys. But as far as like, you know, feelings and things like that, I would say that they're worried and concerned about how they're going to make things right. And they possibly want to end things unless things don't become better. So if you've told this person, if you don't do this, then I can't do that. Or if you don't act this way, then how am I supposed to give you what you want or be this person that you want me to be? Then it's not going to work. So that's just the way it is. Thanks, Victoria. I appreciate you coming by, and enjoy the rest of your week. You're welcome, St. Thomas. Yeah, it might be a while before you get your money from this person, though. But it's still going to be difficult between both of you. But I got the number 2 a few times here. So I would say in 2 days or in 2 weeks, it's going to like, you know, you're going to end up being able to. I feel it's 2 days you'll talk to him. So on the weekend, I feel like you'll talk to him and you guys can possibly maintain peace enough to talk to each other about the situation that you're in. But I don't think this person's going to pay you no time soon. It's going to be at least a month or so or next month. They might not have the money now, but they might have it the end of next month. So it's more than 30 days that I get. So it's probably end of next month when they get paid, maybe. All righty. All right, guys, I'm going to see you all later. I have to go get dinner. It's almost 8 o'clock here. So I'm going to go get my dinner with my nephew and my sister and stuff. So I'll be back later on, though. All right. All right, St. Thomas, no problem. All right, guys, I'll see you later on.